number 9, Florida, 6'11", number 13, Joakim Noah. And at guard, 6'3", from Memphis, number 1, Derrick Rose. At guard, 6'7", from Marquette, number 21, Jimmy Butler. At power forward, and 6'9" inches, number 25, Freak. The starting lineup for your Chicago Bulls.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And joining us in a bit later from the sidelines, Doris Burke. At the United Center, Chicago fans are cheering for their Bulls. This is a game they expect to win. They come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And looking at Chicago, they fought awfully hard this season, and they've got the results to show for it. It's been a breakout year for this group.
Yeah, but their work is far from finished, Greg. You know that. Their success in the regular season is all well and good, but that'll be forgotten if they don't make a run in the postseason.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Jefferson is out there with Cole Aldridge. Then there's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. There's Jeremy Lamb. And it's Walker in at the point. Now Butler. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist missing from long range. Butler kicks to Dang. And it's off from three-point range. Pass to Walker. To the middle. And there's Al Jefferson on the assist by Walker. Jefferson's got the first points on the scoreboard for Charlotte. Last game for the Bulls, they picked up the W against the Miami Heat.
The fans certainly got their money's worth in that game. Boy, was that a battle, and it turned out to be a real gritty win for them.
Yeah, they saved their best for last that day. Got it done in overtime.
6 to shoot. Rose, no good.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Aldridge. He's covered by Dang. Jefferson, no good. Nice D from Big Dog. Now the Bulls with it. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Dang gets a wide open look. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. The Hornets have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Here's Aldridge. Great D that time from Big Dog.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Why didn't you pass it?
The little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
Now, here's Walker. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Magic in Orlando.
And equally as impressive, the playmaking. Just sensational. The way he was seeing the court and making the game easy for his teammates.
Come on and swim. And welcome to the
Boy, he
gym.
picked him out brilliantly with that feed inside.
Special thanks to Kia for that sweet Kia Slam Cam replay. Hornets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. He kicks to Lamb. To the paint. And again, Al Jefferson. Jefferson's got 6. Chicago trailing here. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Rose goes in. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
I love the advantage he has from a speed standpoint. Does a great job of creating separation for that shot.
The shot's good from Aldridge.
I tell you what, the post play has been rock solid right off the bat.
It really has, and they've created a lot of high percentage shots in the paint here already.
Shot's good from Big Dog.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points.
Jefferson passing to Walker. Nice D from Dang.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Knocks it loose. Kid Gilchrist with the steal. Drops in the breakaway layup. Kid Gilchrist has got his first 2 points of the night.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
Oh!
That's one he knows he should have drained.
The Hornets have gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. Rose against Walker. The tray.
No.
Again, the miss by Walker. The Bulls have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Dang with it, and it's Aldridge picking him up. Here's Grove. Shot is off, and Charlotte will go the other way with it. They come into this one having outplayed the Magic last game.
And in that game, guys, they were just about as dominant defensively on the interior as you could ever be.
And once they got a few rejections, they had opposing scorers looking for those long arms and hands, and it caused hesitation in taking shots in there.
We're playing too much on the perimeter. Let's look to dump the ball inside.
So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Bulls trail by 6. And a moment now to reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Hornets, they've got Stauskas. Al Jefferson out there with Cole Aldridge. And there's Kemba Walker. And it's Dellavedova in at the 2.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knocks out, but it looks like they're putting it together right now.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat was simply terrific. He finished with 45 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Dellavedova. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. Outside, Walker. Clock at 4. Inside, here's Lamb. Almost, but it rolls out.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on him, they expect him to make it.
That puts them in the lead. That's 7 points for Freak.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. Typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Dellavedova kicks to Walker. into the paint. Here's Aldrich. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that. Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Here's Jefferson. Connects in the foul line jumper. Jefferson's got 8 points.
Just no chance for the smaller defender to block that shot.
He's really, really good at using it.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He went over the offensive plan and that it hinges on running things through Jefferson. Coach is looking for him to take on a lot of responsibility when they've got the ball, to be a leader at the offensive end. He also told them that he wants to see multiple passes on every possession. He said that was the key to getting the best shot each time down. So, Kevin, change is already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thank you, Doris. And that one's good.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
There's a good screen. And here's Walker outside. Can't get it to go. And the Bulls going the other way now. This their first chance this season playing Charlotte.
And last year, an entertaining season series between the two ended up battling to a draw.
Well, you look at these teams, evenly matched, similar capabilities. That makes for exciting games. We'll see if that's the case tonight.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
Hornets trail by 5. Dishes to Jefferson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. That's 10 points for Al Jefferson.
Love the assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Dang passes to Big Dog. Back to Dang. Takes a free. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Walker against Rose. And it's Walker penetrating. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Walker's got his first points of the night. The Bulls leading by 4. Down low. Crow. The rebound by Jefferson.
And you saw how quick the defense was. They were ready for him. They got the hand in the face there and made that much more difficult.
Yeah, and every team needs that kind of rugged interior defense because you want to try to distract your opponents when they get inside, and you also want to make them uncomfortable in their shot attempts.
Here's Aldrich. Rebound by the Bulls. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them. Here's Butler. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Butler's got the lead up to 6 now for the Bulls.
The field goal percentage has been bumped up into the high 50s now.
And when you're shooting like this, you should be winning. They're scoring with tremendous efficiency.
Walker with it, and Rose picks him up defensively. And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. Rebounded by Big Dog. Big Dog's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Got it. Get the ball inside.
There's 31 seconds left in the first half of the game. Second shot opportunity. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another one falls for Chicago.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board. And
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
I tell you what, he's the jam like that. And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
From deep. And so that's the end of the first half.
Well, a very slow start to this basketball game, but you got back in it late. How important was it to trim this lead before the half?
It means I don't have to do so much to get the win next time. We got this, though. Slow starting, though. In fact, I can guarantee we're going to complete this comeback the rest of the way. Y'all heard that here, all right?
Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Our passing has been very precise. I'll give you guys a lot of credit for that. We've been extremely smart with the ball, basically haven't given them any gifts whatsoever. I'll give you a compliment, though. The ball movement's been excellent. Love how many buckets we're getting off assists. And in this half, I want us quick to get out on the break. Let's get headed up the floor as soon as we get our hands on the ball.
Welcome back, folks. Thank you for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports.
Chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
The Bulls leading by 6. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Big Dog is out there with Dang, and it's Noah in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feeling.
Now Lamb. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Jefferson setting the pick for Lamb. Nobody near Kid Gilchrist. The second chance effort, and he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Down low, it's deflected. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Moving it up, here's Jefferson. Rebound by the Bulls. Big Dog's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Hornets trail by 5. Walker goes in. He feeds it to Aldridge. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And he better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Butler passes to Big Dog. Rebounded by Lamb. The Hornets have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. To the left side wing. Such a wide open look. Walker's got his second bucket of the night. Here's Chicago. It's a 1-point game. Pass to Big Dog.
Ey, non.
Rowe got the loose ball, but that will be a backcourt violation. And a look here at the most accurate shooting guards in the NBA this season. Number 1, Jimmy Butler. In the 3rd spot, Jeremy Lamb.
You know, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable and consistent shooters. It's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them.
They can't guard us on the perimeter.
For themselves.
Well, it does smooth things out for a team to have a two-guard like one of the guys we're seeing there. I mean, you don't need to draw up anything fancy for these fellas. Just call an isolation and they'll get you something good.
Pau Gasol, he's checked in for Noah. Pass to Hart to the left side wing. Clock at 6. And that one comes up a bit short.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
And that one's good. And the Bulls lead by 3.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Walker against Butler. Out to the wing. For 3, Stauskas. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Stauskas has got the game tied up here for the Hornets.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Rose goes in. Cans the 12-footer. Rose has got 8 points.
That's a shot he shouldn't be afraid to take more often.
Walker dishes to Stauskas. Outside, Walker. To the inside, Blatch, and the layup's good off the glass.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there, dead on target.
Rose against Walker. Bang for 3. That's good. Tang's got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to give him.
Here's Blatch. Rebounded by Big Dog.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
The kick outside to Butler. No good on the 3. Hornets trail by 3. Walker with it. Butler covering. Here's the screen. And it's Walker penetrating. And Gasol sends it back.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
No good from Big Dog. For Charlotte, they've gone even 5 of 10 on shot attempts in the 3rd. Outside, Walker. Looking to end his cold spell. And that's collected by Big Dog. Big Dog's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Butler on the wing. Inside, and Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Butler. Gasol's got 4 points in the quarter.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Blatch. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
And the basket good. And it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense. Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
Rose goes in. Uses the pass to finish the layup. Rose has got 10 points in the game.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But boy, that was a nice job.
Here's Butler. Here's the one-handed jam.
It doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch and how he attacks the rim at full speed like that. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bulls lead by 9. From the United Center in Chicago, back in a moment. Welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther. Stauskas is checked in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And the Hornets with possession here. Down by 12. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. We've got Cole Aldrich. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Al Jefferson. And it's Stauskas in at the 3 spot.
We watched Jefferson play great basketball. 16 points and the 2 nice steals as well.
And if I had to pick what he's done best today, I'd probably lean towards the offensive performance.
Well, just to be a contrarian, I'm going to go to the other side because he's been just as impressive, I think, at the defensive end.
And the first one drops.
Getting to the stripe is something they've been doing a lot of in the second half, guys.
And when you're behind, it's a good strategy. Not only do you get points, but you also get to set your defense.
And both free throws good for Jefferson. Chicago leading by 10. The pass to Big Dog. Back to Rose. Noah the screen. Right side bang. Takes the 3. It's good. This time the assist from Rose. Rose has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Love the mentality there, I tell you. I know I've never coached, but, man, playing to win and being aggressive even with the lead as opposed to being safe and going into prevent offense, I'll take the former all day long. Play to win.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will of taking control on the glass.
5 on the clock. Here's Grove. It's rebounded by Stauskas.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lead is probably not the best option on that shot.
It's stolen by Dang. Here's Rose. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Bulls lead by 15. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% margin of court. And Cole Aldrich with the slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for Chicago.
And the big difference here was accuracy behind the three-point line, Clark.
Well, they started spraying them from deep, and then it spread out the defense, and they had all the looks they wanted.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And at key points in this game, they stayed committed to their brand of basketball. That's why they'll be taking the front end of this 3-game season series against the Hornets.
And while it's a team game, we can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Big Dog. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
Inside. And Cole Aldrich with the slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
To the inside, here's Grove. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
That's his first personal foul.
First one falls for him.
Hey, you want me to close my eyes on this one, too?
2 shots.
Both free throws good from Big Dog. Here's Dellavedova. Pass to Blatch. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. That free throw, no good. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
And that...
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we have the opportunity to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge. And the impact carried them through the entire game.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show. But not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
You know, Freak was a 4.0 honor student growing up. And tonight, that high IQ is one of the things we saw on display with that sensational performance. Combine his smarts with the fact that he lives and breathes basketball, there's no doubt that he's one of the most intelligent players we have in this league.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our...